So hi everyone, me, Gina. I wanted to go over some emotional aspects of having epilepsy today. My biggest and most difficult part, I want to say for the end. Um, so the first part is accepting that you have it and that your life's never going to be the same. And epilepsy isn't just one seizure, but um, anyone can have a seizure. Absolutely anyone with a brain can have a seizure. I think that's all of us. I hope that's all of us. So the thing is with epilepsy, I think that it's somewhere around 1 in 26 people will have a seizure in their lifetime. And so that's fairly common. But epilepsy is 2 or more seizures, or for me, it was picking up the seizure activity on an EEG. And I was a teenager, 14, going on 15. So I had my first seizure at 15 after the diagnosis and accepting I wasn't going to be able to drive like all my friends and everyone else my age. And there's been times throughout the years that I have been seizure free long enough to have a license. But I can't drive right now. My seizures haven't been under full control. So the scariest part is the diagnosis. For me, it was the diagnosis. You have epilepsy. And also, my grandmother passed away from epilepsy. She had a seizure, went in the hospital, died a couple days later without having woke up from that seizure. She had epilepsy as well. I've spoke about that in other videos. So that also made it scary. And my mother drilling it into my head how dangerous and how serious epilepsy was. So that was pretty scary. Having a seizure, coming out of the seizure disoriented, not understanding what's going on, can be disorienting. Having a seizure, not realizing that you had the seizure, finding out a while later that, hey, you had a seizure a couple hours ago, can be pretty nerve-wracking. Not all seizures are the same. Tonic-clonics, I'll usually know I had one of those, but grand mal seizure, convulsions, the type you usually get called seizures, most people think about as a seizure. So another part is the shame that comes with having epilepsy. It's still looked down on from so many people. So a lot of us with epilepsy will feel ashamed, and we shouldn't. It's a medical condition. There's nothing we can do to change that. Hi, mister. Here, you go ahead and get down for now, okay? Sorry, it's my cat. So having epilepsy can sometimes make us feel ashamed. There's still a stigma that comes with having epilepsy. For centuries, people used to get called a witch or it was evil and they were possessed. And some of that still comes with stigma. And I don't think that having epilepsy and having seizures should be looked down upon like that. It shouldn't. Don't feel bad if you have epilepsy or you know someone that does. Don't treat them badly because of it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's an emotional part. So sometimes, when you meet new people, you don't want to let them know you have epilepsy. But it's better safe than sorry if you're going to be out with somebody, new friends or someone, to let them know that you have epilepsy so they know what to expect and what to do if you have a seizure when you're around them. So don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. Let them know. Also, be careful. Just be careful around some people. I'll get more on that here in just a minute. Epilepsy, you can't control how others feel. and accepting that their opinions are just that. That's their opinions. Your opinion is the only one that matters. All right? Yours. Yours. Nobody else's. And just remember, it doesn't define you. You know, no more than having diabetes or heart disease or anything defines you. It's an illness. You can't help that. And epilepsy is a medical condition. It's not a mental health condition. And even if you have a mental health condition, that's nothing to be ashamed of either. But I just want those out there who think that people with epilepsy have a mental health condition to know. We don't. It is a medical condition. Although depression, anxiety, a lot of that is very common in people with epilepsy. And I suffer from anxiety with my epilepsy. And epilepsy can be very depressing when you lose your independence and you can't drive anywhere. So, absolutely, that's very common in epilepsy. You're a grown adult, you can't go to the store, you have to wait around to get the basics. So it's you know, it's going to be stressful, and it can cause depression. It can cause you to be anxious. Anxiety is very common. And if you have children and you have epilepsy and you're raising your children, that can cause you to be stressed out. What if I have a seizure? I have young children. I've been there, done that. I do understand that. Sorry, I've got notes so I don't forget anything. But yeah, so back to that part. Your reaction to their actions is the only thing that matters. Don't let them get to you. Don't let other people have their opinions control your life. Come on, chin up. You can't control it that you have epilepsy. Their opinion is their business. That's their life. It's not yours. So just focus on you. Focus on doing what you can do with your epilepsy. And the part that I wanted to talk about is kind of back to the part about letting people know that you have epilepsy. And of course you want people to know so they can help you if you have a seizure, and they know what to do. They know how to take care of you with your particular type of seizures, and if you have the convulsive ones, to make sure that you get rolled onto your side so you don't choke on your saliva, vomit that may come up, so that can be taken care of. And that is epilepsy first aid when a person's having convulsions. Make sure there's nothing around you that you could hurt yourself on. Make sure that you get rolled onto your side. People around you need to know that you could have a convulsive seizure. I have walking seizures. People need to know that if they see me get up and start walking around, looking like I'm sleepwalking or something, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's only at night, but I can do it in the middle of a conversation sitting at a dinner table. Just get up and start walking. You can start talking to me and I won't react. I don't hear you. But if someone comes up and kind of steers me back where I need to go, I'll do that. But also, you need to know who you can trust. You need to be able to trust the people around you to take care of you and keep you safe. And I've been in situations where I've been around people that I trusted that I never should have trusted. I've been taken advantage of physically while unconscious after a seizure. And it's very hard for me to put out there, but I want to say this because I want you to know that you need to figure out who you can trust and to be careful around people that you're unsure of whether you can trust or not. So just keep that in mind. Be mindful of that. Try to always be in the company of someone that you can trust to keep you safe. Because if your seizures are not controlled, it puts you in a very delicate situation and you're very vulnerable. So just make sure that you can trust those that are around you. And I wish everyone the best. I wish everyone seizure-free day, seizure-free week, seizure-free month, year. Heck, if you can find some kind of treatment that works for you, I wish you a seizure-free life. I think epilepsy can be very... It can put us in a very controlled life where we don't have as much freedom, and that's frustrating. I have my VNS that makes my voice sound weird. This little thing that moves around in the scar that's right here. It's the wires. And if you can see behind me, the cabinet over there, there's all kind of bottles of medication that I take. The top shelf my daughter takes. The middle shelf I take. And then I just have random odds and ends on the bottom shelf. But tons of medication. Side effects from the medication. Lots of drowsiness, sleepiness from the medication. Emotional aspects, side effects from the medication. It's horrible. But just do the best to take care of yourself. And for those of you that don't have epilepsy, but take care of someone that does, be there, be trustworthy, be understanding of what they're going through. Please, I beg of you, they need that. We need that. All my love. God bless. Have a good night. One more thing to add to this video is that this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. This is just personal experience and putting out there some of the mental health that goes with epilepsy and some of the emotional things that we face. Again, all my love.